What is up, YouTube? Frosta Hobidon here, and today we're doing another reaction video for all of you. And today, this death battle is Sauron from Lord of the Rings versus the Lich King from World of Warcraft. I am looking forward to hearing about these guys because I don't know much about them. I am familiar with the series of World of Warcraft and mostly Lord of the Rings. So I'm familiar with Lord of the Rings the most. Anywho, if you haven't checked out this death battle before, I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can go check it out for yourself. And then you guys can come back and see my reaction to this. I can't stress this enough. Make sure to help show your support. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. In order to hit that notification bell so you can be notified for more videos along the way. I appreciate it, all the support I can get. You guys are the best, and sorry for late responses. I've been very, very busy. Hopefully, this death battle makes it up to you. Now, without further ado, let's get on to the reaction, shall we? I will be pausing this to be talking about it. In 3, 2, 1, go. Death battle is going to be a Rooster Teeth, and I put the filter on there because yeah, I don't like Rooster Teeth at this point.
Sauron, the Lord of the Ring.
Ah, Sauron, the Lord of the Ring. After what I'm hearing about the show, I never watched it. What I've heard from them, the show called Rings of Power, supposed to be a continuation. Rings of Power was laughably bad, sadly, because I don't know what they were thinking. They ruined Lord of the Rings for that.
The Lich King, Warcraft's Lord of the Scourge.
Oh yeah, he looks like a boss villain.
Few can match the presence of these kings.
Oh, I remember Sauron now. That big old eye.
Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, this is gonna be CG3. This is gonna be in 3D. Awesome. I'm ready for this.
In the timeless halls, at the dawn of creation, the supreme god Eru and his angelic Ainur created all of existence through a single harmonious song.
Oh, so that's how it worked. I didn't know about that part. I'm not much into Lord of the Rings. I am familiar with the series, but I'm not too big on it. I don't mean to disrespect those who are Lord of the Rings fans. I hope I don't offend you, but I am familiar with the series. That's how the worlds work.
One of these angels just had to be a rebel. Melkor ruined that.
Of course, gotta have an evil villain.
Many imperfections, like Wiz. Then after
oh come on, why are you doing Wiz like that, man?
Melkor took up a new name just to be even more metal. Morgoth.
Oh, that's an ugly guy.
Was impressive.
Melkor was named Morgoth by the Elf King Fenmore. Morgoth means dark enemy. Okay, good to know.
Several Maiar, essentially lower-ranked angels, joined him in his frightening conquest of the world he had helped create.
And the greatest of these followers was one obsessed with destroying all life in the pursuit of bringing about complete order.
Oh.
He used to be Myron, but under Morgoth's reign, he became the one and only Sauron.
As the bigwig of Morgoth's
other names: Moron, Amator, Morgoth, Zagor. Okay, these names are ridiculous, but hey, I didn't make them up. I didn't make these names. JK, I think JK, not J, I'm thinking of Harry Potter. James crap, they had an epic rap battle between the two. The maker of the Game of Thrones versus the maker of Lord of the Rings. You know what? Screw it. This is continue. Let's see. Titles: Lord of the Rings, Dark Lord of Mordor, Necromancer, Lord of Gifts, the All-Seeing Eye, the Enemy. Yeah, I know where you get the All-Seeing Eye from, because the tower with the flaming eyeball. He has lasted at least 54,950 years. Man, he's old. Maya of Morgoth, formerly Alu, creator of the first barrier of the One Ring, second in command of Morgoth's army. Got it.
forces, Sauron spent thousands of years bringing Middle-earth to its knees.
He's almost more a force of nature than anything else, able to create infernos, cause country-spanning earthquakes, and even absorb souls.
And because
Wow.
he's a weird angel spirit man, he can morph his body around his own soul however he wants, or just shed it like clothing and fight as a ghost.
He can morph
That
far
can work
beyond
too.
that. He has appeared as something akin to both man and elf, attractive and devious. A werewolf, once thought to be the greatest wolf of all, and even a vampire.
Oh man, Tumblr's gonna go nuts with that.
Many of his greatest
Well, Tumblr used to go nuts with that. Tumblr, the crazy people on Tumblr, there's some crazy people on Tumblr. They moved to Twitter. They used to. Tumblr is not gonna be can't be doing that no more these days. I don't know why. Different rules, but let's not focus on that.
accomplishments are not due to his powerful magics and weaponry, but his inhuman cunning. Sauron is nothing less than a master of manipulation.
He's like if Loki and Satan did a fusion dance. He loves to trick someone
That
with
sounds
illusions,
about right when it
shadow
comes to his
magic,
character.
Or just by toying with their sad, predictable, pathetic human emotions.
Yeah.
Like when he convinced Saruman to join the evil side, who was basically a super wizard specifically meant to lead the charge against Sauron.
In some ways, Sauron is actually
Right.
wiser than the master he served. In the most epic war to eclipse all other wars, humans, dwarves, elves, and more united to destroy Morgoth, casting what remained of Melkor into the void.
But Sauron saw it
I
coming
see.
and
Interesting.
bailed faster than
All
we
right.
had a divorce hearing. Just
Wow.
to show back up centuries later in the
Had to say it
fiery
like that,
pits
but
of
okay.
Mordor.
There, the Dark Lord created a plan to conquer everything. He fooled the Elven Smiths into forging 19 rings of power and
Oh.
planted them among the leaders of Elven, Man, and Dwarven kind.
Yeah, sadly, the Rings of Power series didn't do. The Rings of Power series of the Lord of the Rings did not go so well. Apparently, that's what I'm hearing. And I saw a few episodes. I did not like it.
All controlled by another ring he made in secret.
The one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind
That
them.
ring is
Oh,
so
God,
important.
That's so epic. Think I'm into poetry now. Forged in the fires of Mount Doom. You
Okay, the One Ring, aka the Ring of Power, Avasir's Bane, contains part of Sauron's essence. Grant powers granted, dormant over the Rings of Power, enhance natural traits, enhance persification. I'm sorry, I can't read these days. The text words are weird. Increase longevity, invisibility, mental domination, and prophecy. Nearly indestructible.
using part of Sauron's own soul, the One Ring amplified his power and let him control the minds and actions of the other ring bearers.
The 9 kings of men were especially vulnerable and saw themselves reduced to twisted wraiths bent to Sauron's whims.
It wasn't any better for the less kingly humans, so much so that Sauron mind-controlled most of Numenor. We're talking about an island nation that could have had as many as 18.
Okay, this estimate population was credited to Dr. Stephen Wigmore, a doctor of physiology from the University of Warwick. Okay.
Million
It's
people,
an
and
amazing city.
Sauron had them
Sculpture
all at
design.
his creepy, pokey fingertips.
This led to retaliation from Eru, who had hardly directly intervened ever before, even against Morgoth. Eru sank Numenor, while Sauron was still on it. But the Dark Lord spirit persevered, indestructible even against the wrath of God.
Sauron used the ring to build himself a new body. It may have
The One Ring is particularly indestructible. Even Antirgon the Black, the greatest of the winged dragons who leveled the mountain of Thundergard. These weird names. These names are weird. A mountain estimating 479 gigatons of force would not be able to destroy it. Okay. The ring is very powerful
have cost a
and
lot
durable.
of power,
Durable.
but he took a biblical event to the face and went right back on to being evil.
And yet, putting so much power into one object did have drawbacks.
Which hit back hard when Isildur subtracted a digit from his hand.
The
Oh yeah. In the book, Arwen claimed that Sauron was overthrown while saying Elendil and Gilgalad, but it is unclear how. Only afterwards that Isildur took the One Ring.
Warrior King did more than just cut off a finger. He took the ring and its power for himself. This act forced Sauron to retreat as a disembodied spirit, threatened by his own power in the hands of another. And should the One Ring be destroyed completely, Sauron's spirit could be rendered impotent beyond repair. It isn't all bad, though. The ring can turn you invisible, create visions of impending doom, and has one hell of a defense mechanism.
Yeah, who'd want to destroy it when it makes you want it? Has a will of its own, with promises whispered even the best of us can't refuse. The greatest poultry dinner ever, boomstick.
Stop, don't be...
Bourbon, pecan, parmesan, turducken. It's so
Stop.
precious.
What did you just do?
What? It sounded delicious. Well, ring or no ring, sorry.
I was not expecting him to eat the ring. And anyways, how do you guys get these artifacts in your world?
Sauron's a beast. He's swatted away armies of soldiers, interrupted Mount Doom.
Flight, levitation, immortality, body regeneration, long insanity, and spiritual form, physical and illusory magic, shadow and flame magic, shape-shifting, soul manipulation, teleportation, and weather manipulation.
Through sheer
Wow.
willpower, he has total control over his own being and can modify his
Okay.
soul at will. So he can definitely resist someone like spooky ghost Celebrimbor trying to dominate a spirit.
Yeah, he
Being
can.
among the strongest Maiar, the peak of Sauron's
The armor
power
looks
is
pretty
beyond
cool.
that of Osei, a lesser Maya, which is specifically important because Osei single-handedly raised the island of Numenor.
Yeah, remember that island that got Noah'd? That place. No wonder everyone wants his ring. Who could turn down that much power?
Let's see. The Valor have far greater feats, but Minor such as Sauron was inferior power capabilities. Therefore, Sauron generally scales the feats performs to more and others being lesser beings in Vanar. Okay.
Not as Isildur. The hearts of men are easily corrupted, and he kept the ring rather than destroy it. But in the end, the ring destroyed him and waited for its master's return.
Sauron was rebuilding Mordor into a world-conquering force. And after a little bit of good old-fashioned torture, he found out the ring was in the Shire. The chillest, coziest, dopest place imaginable. Ah, man, when I retire, I'm gonna go live in a hobbit hole and just get lit 24/7.
Wow.
And so began the War of the Ring. Sauron's forces covered the land, seeking
Conquered the storm of Mordor and Minas Tirith, directed much of Morgoth's war, fled from Dorogor and at hyperspeeds, matched Celebrimbor's mind and soul power, successfully suggested most of Mor's. I'm sorry, these names are weird. Survived divine intervention from these names. Like I said, I don't do much of the series. I just move on. Defeated Gandalf. Oh man. Celebrimbor, Galadriel, Gilgalad. Oh man. Screw it. Just move on. I can't say these names. I'm sorry, guys. All right now.
Help me first! I'll save you! Woohoo! He's already gone!
Yeah, but that backflip though.
All right now.
On the distant
Not a
planet
Lich
of
King.
Draenor, destruction was imminent. The orc shaman
course.
Ner'zhul prepared a spell
It's
with
gotta
his
be
followers
orcs.
to tear the planet asunder, all to escape the fury of the demon lord Kil'jaeden.
But
Jaden.
when Ner'zhul waltzed through the portal, Kil'jaeden was right there waiting for him.
Ner'zhul
Oh,
was forced to
he was
serve
ready.
Kil'jaeden's will to ravage another world, Azeroth. Thus, he was transformed into the first Lich King.
This Lord of the Dead was sent to the continent of Northrend, but Kil'jaeden had one more twist for poor Zul. His body was gone, leaving just his spirit, which was bound to a set of armor sealed within a prison of magical ice.
Oh.
Man, this guy can't catch a break.
No, indeed. He cannot catch a break, indeed. I am unfamiliar with World of Warcraft, mostly because I have never played World of Warcraft. I have only heard of it, and I've heard some memes about it.
Armor looks sick, though. He's gonna possess me if I put that on, huh?
Yes,
From his
probably.
frozen prison, the Lich King would begin his conquest, conjuring an unstoppable
Yeah, that's
plague
some
of undeath.
that's some
Soon,
ugly
this would
creatures.
threaten the lives of the kingdom of Lordaeron.
Okay, so that was a lot, but here's where our main guy finally shows up. Lordaeron's crown prince and holy knight, Arthas Menethil. Yes,
He
it
looks
does
like a
kinda
hero.
sound like something your doctor would give you for fungus, but hey, no. Arthas was a badass. At 19 years old, he was considered one of the best swordsmen in the world, and had
Really?
mastered nearly every weapon he could.
There's a comic book of this? I did not know that. All right. Real name, Arthas Menethil. Okay, great. More weird names. Title, Scourge of the Lord King of the Damned, King of Land. He's 29 years old. Okay. Death King, former human paladin. Former lover of Julia Proudmoore. Kills his own father. Oh, that's a no-no. And interneted by Blizzard in 2017. Oh, wow. Of course, Blizzard is the company that made this game. Wow, that's not a good company to play.
Even with such a skilled warrior as its prince, Lordaeron was already severely pressured by a war with an orcish horde, so a zombie plague was the last thing Arthas needed. Compounding this even further, Ner'zhul managed to break free of Kil'jaeden's power and turned his attention toward creating a champion to lead his ever-growing scourge. Naturally, he chose Arthas.
Who was a stressed out mess, to the point where he tried to stop the plague by killing everyone in his own city. Holy shit! Yeah, he was totally losing it. So hearing
Yikes.
a creepy voice in his head really didn't help.
Long
Yeah,
story
it
short,
didn't help
in
at
his
all.
efforts to protect his realm, Arthas discovered a rune blade and took it for himself. This was the fearsome Frostmourne.
Oh no.
Surprise! It's the source of the Lich King's power.
Yep.
He was stealing souls and storing them within the blade. With
Technically, the Helm of Domination serves as the Lich King's source of power, while the Frostmourne fiction as a conduct. For Arthas specifically, Frostmourne is directly tied to his power. Okay.
this new ice-cold cleaver in hand,
Thanks for
Arthas
clearing that up,
lost
I
his
guess.
soul and got a Death Knight makeover.
And so the former
I mean,
hero
he's not gonna
of
look like a
light
hero,
would
now
lead
he's
the
a
very
villain.
scourge he previously fought.
And in time, Arthas would don the armor for himself, giving the Lich King a new, ultimate power. Walking!
Remember, everything Lich King had done up until this point had been from his prison within a literal block of ice.
Got it.
This new Sauronite armor, wait, no, Saronite armor is the best. Like,
Saronite armor. Got it.
what was it doing stuck in ice all this time when it's made of old god blood and self-repairs? Screw you, blacksmith, you're never taking my hard-earned gold. I'll never have to get naked and die again.
Wait, what?
By donning this
Na-
dark
Why
helm,
would you be
Ner'zhul
naked?
and Arthas fused
Why would you be naked, Boomstick? Although that would be a terrifying image to think of. I don't want to think about that. Okay, let's see. Frostmourne reaps and corrupts souls, can wound souls directly, can harm souls directly. Helm of Domination grants dominion over the Scourge. Houses of power of the Lich King. Transports to Shadowlands. The Sauronite armor self-repairs. Resistant to magic, reflects holy and light magic. Oh wow, that's going to be problematic.
to become one. a being far more powerful than either.
That's gonna be
had been
problematic.
before.
He could effortlessly cover cities in ice storms, murder hundreds with the power of shadow, and learn all of your secrets with the Eye of Acarus.
Azeroth's fate was sealed. Everyone was doomed.
See this guy? He's Illidan, a 15,000-year-old demon hunter with a bit of a chip on his shoulder. As a Death Knight, Arthas could take him down, even after fighting through a massive army to get to him.
Impressive.
Against this
That
new
is-
Lich King, Illidan never stood a chance.
That's
This
impressive.
is important because Illidan had absorbed the power of Gul'dan, an orc warlock who, alongside his followers, raised the Broken Isles out of the sea.
I think I remember
Massively
him.
Powerful feat of magic.
The fact that Arthas, a mortal guy, beat him up is a
While seemingly retconned for time, World of Warcraft 3 Reforged reinstated that Galdan raised the island into canon. The feat is consistent across the World of Warcraft 2, World of Warcraft 3, and the Tides of Darkness novels. Alright, so it's now canon. Got it.
big deal. Just imagine how kick-ass he'd be in full control of the undying Lich King powers. Oh wait, we don't have to.
Ner'zhul may have
Yeah, 'cause we're gonna
pulled
see it.
Arthas' strings up until this point, but he had made a drastic
The Eye of Arceus reveals secrets and summons ghouls. He has flight, levitation, ice magic, and ice manipulation. Oh, all right. Hopefully I want this guy to win because I like ice users. I'm an ice user myself because ice powers are awesome. He has immortality, mind and soul manipulation, necromancy and undead summonings, plague of undead, shadow magic, teleportation, and weather manipulation. Okay, you got some similar abilities to Sauron.
miscalculation. Within the mind of the Lich King, Arthas battled Ner'zhul for control and won. The power of Frostmourne, of the Scourge, of Undeath itself was now under the command of Arthas.
And by this point, he was just done. Like, with everything. We've all had one of those days, right? Where you see all of humanity is so pathetic they can only be saved by just killing them all, so you rip out your own heart. Yeah, relatable.
Determined to
Oh,
end
wow,
all
that
life,
actually happened.
Arthas led
I did
his
not know
scourge
that.
across Azeroth, spreading the plague
Then again,
to
I never
every
played the
corner
game,
of the
so
world.
why not?
He slaughtered every contender in his path, including legendary champions
Nice.
like this hero of the Horde, Dranosh Sarfang.
Who the Lich King bitch slapped to death in one hit, then zombified to serve him instead.
Wow.
Man, that didn't go well.
The Lich
No, it
King
did not.
seemed unstoppable.
Only one thing could take him down. A 25-man raid team of the
Wow.
best nerds World of Warcraft servers had to offer. And that one guy who was just there because he was friends with somebody, but damn, he sucked.
With these
I think I know who that guy is, and we all know who it is if you're familiar with it. Because I remember this one, and I was told by a friend that one guy who did anything because he was with his friends, and because he sucks as a character, and that guy is Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins. Oh man, I hope he's doing all right today.
heroes triumphant, the Paladin Tyrion shattered Frostmourne with an equally legendary blade, ending the
Oh.
Lich King's vile reign.
There was another
But
legendary
the Scourge
blade.
doesn't work on Phantom Menace battle droid rules, so there must always be a Lich King to keep the relentless undead in check.
Got it.
No Lich King before or since ever matched the terror and malice Arthas brought to Azeroth.
Without a doubt, one of the most terrifying kings to ever conquer the world of Warcraft.
All right.
1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4, 3 + 3 = 6, and you're still a bitch!
All right, the combatants are set. We've run
Alrighty, let's do this.
It's time for an
de-
undeath battle!
Death battle. I love that art style, by the way. Where can I find it? Oh, in the Arctic. Oh, I'm at my most powerful when I'm in cold locations. Oh yeah. He makes his appearance.
I shall claim what is mine.
Okay.
In this cold north, you will find only death.
Nice. I'm not sure who's gonna win this because I don't know much about both of the characters. I'm more familiar with Sauron. So Sauron, let's see what you got. As much as I want to root for the ice user. Okay. That did not work at all. Okay then. That didn't work at all. Werewolf time! He just wants a hug. That's all he wants. Oh, he got that hug, but not what he wants. Yeah, I don't think he has a heart, buddy. Yeah, he's right. He tore it off for himself. Alright. I just want to say for a moment, because I know YouTube and Rooster Teeth like to do these sort of things. I'm trying to talk much and pausing it much as it is. This is looking really good so far. I want to get back. I want to get back to that cool moment, because I talked over it.
Nothing.
There we go. I like. Oh wow. Awesome. Okay, a volcano. This is gonna be one. This is an epic fight so far. I'm sorry I'm gonna be pausing it, but hey, I'm admiring the artwork. Hold on. Let me think. Look at these. They're in the snow RT volcano. These two are going at it. What is that weapon Sauron is holding? I don't know what it is. Oh. Is that a club?
You serve me.
Oh.
I serve no one.
His giant eyeball has been activated.
Witness the prophecy of your doom.
Oh, he got his own eyeball made of ice. That's really cool. Oh, he destroyed the sword too. That's not good for you. I guess you lost.
No life in the void.
Oh man. I'm guessing he took all his energy. Well, he's down. You've got a new home for him to sit on now. His new throne. Not bad.
KO! Well, if he wasn't all powerful before, look out for supercharged Sauron now.
Despite the Lich
Oh,
King's
that's
impressive
terrifying.
power, Sauron's might was absolute.
But not before he got the duel of his life in a crazy close bout. First up, both Dark Lords could counter pretty much any mind or soul-screwing powers, making a lot of their usual tricks way less noteworthy in this match.
Got
To be
it.
fair, the Lich King severely debilitated Sauron.
Okay, never perform a spell that can destroy a planet, but it is require preparation, special items, and time, and a group of followers. Also, the destruction of Desmore has a chain reaction of a spell going haywire over time, making it impossible to directly scale to Norzul.
Via
Okay.
his plague of undeath.
Like I
Most
said, I'm
physical
unfamiliar with
bodies
the
would not
series.
survive such a disease.
So Sauron just got rid of his body. Who needs it? Especially
Right.
when you can rebuild one or just start fighting as a ghost.
So he tried to infect his body, so Sauron can just get rid of his body and turn into that eyeball for a moment, and then turn back to get a new body of his own. Okay.
Both things Sauron could do.
After all, the plague is intended for
Okay, Sauron could fight in physical and spiritual form, has less obvious weaknesses, more powerful, resistant to mental and soul attacks, and has superior regenerations. All positives for Sauron. All positives, no negatives, no disadvantages. Lich King, on the other hand. Lich King's armor resistance to magic attacks, which is a good thing. That's good. That was going good for him. Helm could block mental and soul attacks. Okay. Plague of undead affected Sauron's physical body. The plague of the undead did attack his physical body, but it wasn't enough. His disadvantage: he's far less experienced than Sauron. That makes sense. Sauron has been around for over 50,000 years, and Lich King is less powerful. Okay.
Organic mortal enemies and has never infected a spirit.
Another smaller point for Sauron
Never
was his
infect.
weakness.
How can you infect
the
a spirit?
Lich King was a clever bastard, but even with the Eye of Accurately,
Unless you're a
it would have
demon
been tough
or an
for him
angel.
to decode and destroy the One
You
Ring.
can change a spirit to
Meanwhile,
something
given
else.
enough power, Sauron would naturally end up destroying Frostmourne. He's
Got it.
kind of got a thing for breaking swords.
So
That is true, though. He does like breaking swords. So if you want to hide your swords, people, you don't want your sword broken, make sure you're not fighting Sauron. Unless your sword is strong enough to actually match and end this dude.
let's compare their power. While their highest
An unnamed Endor has destroyed the surface of the planet, but cannot scale to the Lich King as Endor vary in power. Similarity: Special Mire was moved the sun and moon, but it is unclear how they compare to Sauron. Scaling both generously, Sauron would still be more powerful. Got it.
limits are certainly nebulous. Interestingly enough, some of the most
I'm learning a
impressive
lot.
feats from
Hey,
both
this is why I like
worlds
Death Battle.
involve
I'm learning a
islands,
lot about these characters
as
I don't know
Sauron is
nothing
a
about.
More powerful Maya than Osei, and
And it's
Lich
more-
King could
and it's
reliably
interesting.
defeat someone with Gul'dan's magic. It is possible to gauge the difference in power by measuring the islands that were raised.
Keep in mind, Gul'dan had a bunch of help, so we're only giving him his share. Turns out, Osei was doing twice the work.
By examining official maps to determine the volume of the islands, we found a difference between lifting 2 quadrillion tons of rock versus 4 quadrillion tons.
Wow.
Further energy required to
That is
lift these through
insane.
the ocean, of course. Both impressive, sure, but Sauron had the edge.
Yes, he
And for
did.
the final nail in the coffin, the Lich King might have been super.
When compared to Balrog and Illidan, Sauron and the Lich King could both reach a hyperspeed around Mach 30. That's fast.
Scary.
These guys
He
are
really
fast.
wasn't around for all that long. At least
Mach
not when
30 is-
compared to the
Mach 30 is
experience
way beyond the
Sauron
speed of
has
sound.
warring with the world for thousands of years.
The Lich King certainly posed a threat to Sauron, but the ruler of Mordor's awesome might, enduring spirit, and millennia of treachery proved him the superior Dark Lord.
Wow.
Wow.
Is that
it?
What? Are you sour on the pun? I was
Wow.
pretty cocaine about it.
The
Really?
winner is Sauron.
Oh, congrats, Sauron.
Hey, if you want more Death Battle ASAP, why not grab a membership? You'll get exclusive emotes, badges, live chat, live streams, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff.
All right.
Just click that join button.
No problem.
Thanks for watching.
All right, who's next? My hero. Oh, Deku. Asta. Deku versus Asta. All right. Well, that was Sauron versus the Lich King. I hope you guys enjoyed this death battle. That was interesting. Sauron wins this fight. The next death battle is Deku versus Asta. I'm not sure who's gonna win that. Because I know both of these characters in the anime. Black Clover and My Hero Academia. I need to get back to Black Clover and My Hero because it's been a while since I watched anime because I've been working so hard. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a great day. Be safe. And most importantly, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. Catch you all later and make sure to wash your hands. Special shout outs to the following Patreons: Jade the Real McCoy, Dakota Umloff, Daniel, Zach Cow, Bossmaker, Devin Punzel, and Curtis Wildcat. Thank you for showing your support and supporting my channel and keeping it alive. If those who want to be a following member on the Patreon, link is in the description down below. It's only $1 a Patreon. Thank you so much, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Boss, I'd like a word.
How about scram? Or 2 words. Scram kid. Or 17. Get out of my office in 2.3 seconds or I'll staple you to a flagpole.
How did you count so... Like, never mind.